Good evening. This is a stock market recap for Tuesday, March 4th. We had quite an eventful day in the stock market, lots of volume in both directions. We dumped for the first little bit of the day, then bounced the most of the rest of the day, and then had our 1 hour dump at the end of the day. We're leaving this with a 1 hour equilibrium to end the day and into futures. Futures are still in this equilibrium as well. Trump is just addressing the nation now, so we'll see which way we break on that. But at this time, was just a bounce, and the hourly trend is still bearish. So we would need to break the high, hold the low of tomorrow, hold the low of today and break the high of today tomorrow. So tomorrow we need to hold this low and break this high. That was a very big range candle, so it's very likely that we could see an inside bar as well, unless whatever Trump says rocks the market one way or another. But overall, we are still we're in a bull market. We're down 5.8% on the S&P, so the broader market. That's not bad. We haven't even hit correction territory yet. This is just kind of a weekly just flush down. We did break weekly support there, so the most likely scenario on the way up is a weekly lower high now. But it's all constructive consolidation as long as we are over this range right here, this previous breakout zone. So we have a lot of room to play with. So on the S&P 500, that is 561.54, about 560 really. This range, as long as we are holding above this, we're perfectly fine. On the monthly time frame, that would also line up with our monthly 12 moving average. So I'm having that on watch as well. On futures, we actually hit our 200 moving average and are closer to our monthly 12 EMA. So that is something as well. I didn't notice that. But yeah, our last touch was way back here in August 2024. And we have not touched it since. So there's another touch, and this hourly equilibrium is very important on short-term direction. We could also be looking at this like a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders at this point, because we did make a lot of retracement on the way back up. Now we have retraced enough on the way back down that we had this dump at the end of the day, so now the most likely scenario is to see that equilibrium play out, and it could be the right shoulder, or it could lead us back down. Whatever Trump says tonight, he's very volatile. You kind of got to play him. So the Nasdaq, same thing, but slightly stronger because we've already broken this, and so we've got our equilibrium up here. So Nasdaq kind of leading the way. Obviously, it's been a bit weaker. I think semiconductors kind of led the bounce. So that's good to see. We need semiconductors to move the market. So the Dow, much weaker on its close as well. We've retraced a lot of this now, so now we're looking at definitely like an equilibrium pattern to play out. We lost this cup and handle equilibrium. We've also got this head and shoulders to be potentially cautious about on the Dow. Now that we've retraced this far, we have a neckline that we could be looking at. So that is your bear play. We got the 200 moving average coming up. Still just trying to find a weekly higher low, but yeah, we're still in a weekly head and shoulders. The Russell, obviously the weakest, but we did see a bit of a bounce at a little bit stronger of a bounce too, but obviously it's way more beat up than the S&P was. We did break this resistance as well. We're still in an equilibrium though, and this is just a bounce. This is not an hourly trend change. We just broke hourly resistance, and now we still need to set the higher low and break again to have any change in the short-term momentum. SMH, same thing, and we would just be looking for a 4-hour kind of equal or inverse head and shoulders to possibly play out. Meta just coming off of this daily support here. We broke it by a couple pennies. Oh, maybe a couple dollars actually. Wait, no. What is? Oh yeah, we broke it by 10 cents. 623. No, maybe a bit more actually. But yeah, a lot of volume coming in. That's the common theme here. A lot of volume to push it down. We're just bouncing. We need to hold the low of today, tomorrow, and break the high to show we are changing short-term momentum. Otherwise, your hourly trend downtrend is your guide. Nvidia gap down open and broke into yesterday's candle, so seeing a bit stronger of a bounce. When we see breakdowns with no follow through, we could start possibly looking at falling wedges. So we'll see what this looks like. This could possibly be a channel or a falling wedge at this point. But we also need to change trends. We haven't changed the hourly trend yet. Nope, we haven't. Change the hourly trend. Break the high of the day today, tomorrow. Tesla, still extra weakness. In gap fill territory, indecision candle, elevated volume for sure. Need to break this candle one way or another to get your direction. Pltr, we have this 4-hour inverse head and shoulders now. Is this double bottom? So 58. No, this is an inverse head and shoulders. There's our head, and we'll see if. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, this did break down. We kind of got. It's just. I'll call it a double bottom. Oop. Double bottom essentially. We need to break this high, and that would confirm our double bottom, and then we'd be looking at this 93.43 area. The 50 moving average is still being resistance. So yeah, we're just kind of in a 4-hour kind of in equilibrium or a tightening range happening here until one of these breaks. We haven't changed the hourly trend yet. This is just technically a bounce. Apple closing pretty weak actually. So we're still in this equilibrium. Now we've topped out and we are looking for a higher low than right here. 230.40, and we'll see if that happens. This was a big enough bounce that we should see a higher low. Doesn't have to happen, but we should. IBM just continuing its. Oh no, we did break down. We broke this with no follow through, this candle. So IBM's trying to defend this level now, so that's a good sign. We need to break the high of today, tomorrow, and that would be setting us up for more continuation here. We're still trying to defend this level. We just have a head and shoulders at this time. If we can get above the 0.5, that would give more credit to the bulls, and we can see an equilibrium potentially play out, or unless we keep getting more momentum to the upside. But IBM is looking good, good that it is holding its gap up. That is a very good sign. Google trying to defend this level now. We're still just in a daily bear flag. We haven't, the 200 moving average is kind of giving us trouble. And yeah, we're just bear flagging still at this point. We need to see a little bit more follow through, break the high of the day today, and that would give us more credit to the bulls. But we do have the daily 12 moving average right above us. Amazon holding the 200 moving average, holding this previous resistance, so that is good. We broke below it, but we closed above it, so that is a great sign. Great sign for the bulls for Amazon, but we need to start changing our hourly trends as well. Nothing changes until we can change our hourly trends, break the high of the day. Baba, same thing. Has a 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, trying to get above its 12 EMA, 4-hour 12 EMA. And it held its daily 12 EMA, which is a great look too. Now we need to break the high of the day. AMD just been weak for months and months and months, or a year. And we're kind of in a broadening wedge, it looks like, at this point. We're seeing higher highs with no follow through, lower lows with no follow through. It's kind of a broadening wedge happening here. Break the high of the day. So yeah, actually that's all I'm gonna go over. That's pretty much, we need to break the high of the day today. Visa seeing a bit more of a pullback. Hit first hourly oversold since all-time highs. So we'll see if that marks its daily high or low, but we need to change the hourly trend, and that's pretty much what has to happen. And then we are just looking at this as a potential daily head and shoulders at this point because of the size of this pullback. And when we do bounce, we will be looking for a lower high because of the size of this pullback. Okay, well, I will see you for the pre-market tomorrow, and we will go over what we're looking at. A lot's going to change with Trump and what he says tonight, I'm thinking. So that is, we'll have to be ready for however the chips lie tomorrow. Okay, bye.